We're going to talk now about something we've mentioned here on Breakfast before, a campaign which is led by a former rugby league player, Matthew Syron, to stop the use of glass in pubs, bars and clubs after 9 o'clock in the evening.
That's because Matthew lost his sight after having a glass bottle smashed in his face last year in Leeds. Now he's gained the support of a woman who's been through a similar ordeal. Our reporter Sophie Long has been to meet her.
I'm very outgoing. I'm a very outdoorsy type of girl. I've got a little girl, Skylar, and more often than not, it is just me and her.
In November 2022, Skylar's grandma picked her up from school so Natalie could go for a rare afternoon out with her friend.
I'm with my daughter like a lot of the time, so yeah, it was nice just to get dressed up and go out. I was really excited. And I always do get a little bit anxious going out, because I feel a little bit self-conscious sometimes. But no, I was really looking forward to it.
And you were having a nice time?
Yes, yeah.
But when Natalie went to the toilet, that changed in an instant.
Then it all happened so quick, but I remember hearing a glass smash. As I turned around, I just saw white hair and like a white flash of light. And that's when the glass struck me on the face. I knew instantly it was a glass because you could feel the cold sharpness of it cutting at my face. I then remember looking in the mirror that was behind me, behind my attacker, and I could actually see all the blood and sort of like my cheek hanging off.
There was a 5-hour wait for an ambulance, so Natalie's parents rushed to the bar to take her to hospital, where she underwent a 4-hour operation to repair the damage to the nerves and muscle in her face. Her biggest concern was for Skylar, who was just 6 at the time.
And I just remember really worrying about my daughter, Skylar, and what she was going to think when she saw my face, because I knew it was bad, but I didn't know how bad at that point. When she walked in, I was sat on the sofa, and after the operation, my face was very swollen, and I had bandages all over my face. So I didn't look like the same mummy, basically, for Skylar to look at. She cried. She didn't know whether to hug me or not, because she didn't know if she'd hurt me by hugging me. A couple of hours later, when she was sat next to me and we were cuddling, and she said, "Oh, you're going to miss being pretty." And that really got to me. She's a very brave, resilient little girl, but still it's nothing you should really see your mum go through.
Just after Christmas, young father Matthew Syron was blinded when he was glassed in an unprovoked attack at a bar in Leeds city centre. Natalie and Matthew are sharing their experiences for the first time. Natalie's attacker was jailed for 5 years. Matthew's was jailed for 10.
It's a dark place to be, especially no matter how many friends and family you've got, you just have to relive it yourself. It's like, it's a constant nightmare. And especially from where I was at to where I'm at now, it is a hard pill to swallow, but no one's coming to save me, do you know what I mean? So I've just got, hopefully these surgeries can save my vision and I can get better, do you know what I mean? So
Matthew has launched a petition calling for a post-9 p.m. ban of all glass in bars and pubs. That, of course, would be a huge undertaking with many challenges, like finding a safe, sustainable alternative. But both Matthew and Natalie think it would prevent others enduring what they are.
There's similar circumstances where it was so random, unprovoked.
Especially drunk people intoxicated around glass and things like that. That's why it just needs to go. It's a deadly weapon at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So
No, it is.
Look, I just want change, and no one should even sit in the shoes that we sit in. Do you know what I mean? No one deserves this to happen to them. Be stabbed with glass or anything like that, or even have glass thrown at them. It's upsetting to even hear your story, my story. It's bad.
Both Natalie and Matthew were in the wrong place at the wrong time and suffered serious life-changing injuries through no fault of their own. Now they want to create something positive out of their pain.
But yeah, I'm just in awe of him. I think he's amazing, and I just hope that he does get past, his as much eyesight back as he can, and we get the petition, something positive to come out of it. I think that's the main thing, because I think it's a waste of something so tragic happening without anything positive coming out of it.
Sophie Long, BBC News, Swansea.
Natalie talking there about Matthew Syron, who joins us now on the sofa. Morning to you, Matthew.
Good morning, guys.
Thanks for coming in. It's good to see that bond that you and Natalie have got. And just explain, you're wearing the glasses because you've just had surgery recently.
That's correct, mate, yeah. I had the third surgery I went in for. Didn't go as planned. So last week, they rushed me back in on my checkup within 48 hours. And I got my retina reattached. There was a little bit of a hole in it, and a gas bubble's been inserted into my eye, which is leaving me blind, totally, in the right eye.
So in terms of your vision potentially returning, where are you at? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, so in the next 2 to 3 weeks, this bubble dissipates out of my eye, and then hopefully on the 9th of May, I find out the next stages of my recovery. Fingers crossed, a couple of weeks after the eyes recover, I can get a tinted contact lens put in because I have no irises that control light. I get a tinted contact lens put in, and I can hopefully get on that plane home to my kids.
Oh, and Matthew, it's one of the most important things, isn't it?
Oh,
how long have you been separated from them now?
We're coming up 5 months at the end of this month, so it's a long time.
We should explain they are in Australia.
That's
with
right,
your fiancée, Keone,
yeah.
Who joins us now live from New South Wales, down under, where it's evening there, isn't it, Keone? Hi, good evening.
Hi, guys. How are we?
Well, we're fine, and Matthew says he's making progress and he's smiling here, but, I mean, how are you and the kids? Because this is an ordeal for you as well.
Ordeal, to say the least. It's been the absolute tragedy, what has occurred to Matt. He was just meant to go home for 2 weeks, and it's been 5 months later. Yeah, our poor son, carries around a piece of Matthew's clothing or a tool of his every day just so he can be close to his dad. So it's heartbreaking to watch.
Oh,
but it's just horrific.
Keone, how are you managing?
Yep, well, mum of 2, under 3. Brixton's 3 and Mika's just turned 1. So another thing that Matt's missed out on, which was really sad, is both their birthdays and Mika walking. And yeah, I've had to keep working and managing the household, and yeah, it's a lot. But step by step, and I'm just lucky and glad that Matt is here with us today, and I will be able to hold him at the end of this, and he will be able to be with us in time.
Well, he's listening to every word you're saying, and he's got a smile on his face right now. And you can't go back at the moment because you've got to finish your treatment. But that day when you get on the plane and go back, I can't imagine.
Oh, it's like winning the lottery, isn't it? Mate, I dream about it. I dream about it every day, and I just want to get home, get back to some normality with my friends and family. And yeah, what can I say? I'm in this predicament, and I know what journey I'm on. It's going to be a long, tough journey, but day by day I'll get there, and that's the plan. Just take day by day, and hopefully I'll be home with my family soon.
And Matt, I wonder if, even though what you're going through now is horrific, unbelievably hard, I wonder whether, in a sense, because you have that goal, you have Keone and the 2 kids now, and you've just got to get through this bit to get back to them. I wonder if, in some ways, that is really helping you now?
100%. It's the focus of, getting up every day, just concentrating on what I've got to do, look after myself, keep myself fit and healthy, and do the right thing. And hopefully these surgeons can just be like, look, you're ready to go home.
And another focus for you, this campaign to get glasses banned in pubs and bars and clubs after 9 o'clock in the evening. We've talked about it on the programme over the last few weeks. Do you get a sense that there's any movement on that? Are the politicians listening?
We've come to this thing where I've done everything I possibly can. I've been on every news station, radio station, UK influencers, MPs. I've messaged all them. I'm in their DMs for sure. Mm-hmm. So just have a look. I just need help. I don't know what else to do. We've got over 10,000 signatures. There's a lot of people backing this. There's a lot of people behind me who've gone through certain things I've gone through, and they understand that there is needed change. We do need change. There's thousands of people this affects each year, and I'm at a crossroads now. I don't know what to do.
And Keone, I imagine, when we talk about the petition and the changes that Matt wants to make, I imagine that's something that you are working with him alongside him on too.
Well, Matthew is a brave man, and honestly, he has done majority of it himself because he is so strong and determined to get through. I'm there as a sideline just to push him through and be his little cheer support on the side. But the change has to happen. Like, it's ridiculous that so many lives are actually lost. You'd think you and your family are invincible and nothing will ever happen to you until the day that something happens and you go, what world was I living in? Like, it was a fantasy bubble. To have a weapon that's so accessible to anybody, the public coming in that aren't ID'd, and you can't check like their history of violence or if they've been in prison or just not even know the person and scan them. So if that attack happens, they're easily recognizable. It's actually insane. And, the glasses exist. China produces it daily. Like, the excuses that the UK have trying to develop something that's already developed, they just need to actually back it and buy it. That's something that needs to happen. That's a massive push. And it's just, even if it's highlighting the hotspots where these attacks keep happening because they're in regular destinations, those are the bars and clubs that should be honouring this move to the plastic cup. Do you know what I mean? So people feel comfortable being able to go out with a drink with their friends and be comfortable and not have to look over their shoulder and worry about, are they going to get attacked? Are they going to get stabbed? Are they going to have a horrible thing happen to their life just for going out for one drink that was meant to be a joyful time? And
the irony is that where you are in Australia, that ban already exists. You can't have a glass bottle or a glass in your hand. It has to be plastic after 9 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. Matthew, we're going to have to wrap up in a moment. Do you want to just say something, say good night to Keone before she heads off to bed?
Good night, babe. I'll speak to you soon. Yeah, kiss the kids. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, she just blew you a kiss. Great to see you both. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
We'll keep across your campaign. Thank you.